Joining us now is comedian, writer, and producer Michael Loftus. Michael, always good to have you on the show. What is your take? I mean, obviously the president had enough support to win the presidency. You would think that shows and pop culture would think that through about their viewers and their audience, that they would want to not alienate half of the country.
I think they're still in the middle of their temper tantrum. I think they're still mad about telling us this guy doesn't have a chance to win. Let him go. Let him bash. Bash away, media. It just makes more people want to vote for him. It's good for me. I love the guy.
I mean, the other side, flip side of that survey is 30% of voters say there isn't enough Trump bashing. I mean, it shows you how much derangement there really is.
Well, I think maybe that's just they repeatedly call Lawrence O'Donnell's house. I don't think Lawrence O'Donnell loses his mind. Donald Trump used the wrong salad fork. That's the end of America. It's the end of our republic. I mean, these are people, they hate him, they've got an agenda, and they want him to fail. It drives me crazy. I don't understand. I really don't understand how the media can get together and just keep attacking this guy, taking quotes out of context, trying to it's literally like rooting against the pilot of the plane that you're sitting on.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, I want to make it to Vegas. Let's just let Trump do his thing. We're doing well.
He could cure cancer.
Right.
He could cure cancer, and he would find something to
exactly.
Right.
In that case, Jimmy Kimmel would still bash him. Well, look at what Jimmy Kimmel said. We'll talk about it on the other side.
President Trump said he is with the people of Santa Fe in this tragic hour and will be with them forever, except for when it comes time to do something. Then he will not be with them, and neither will any of the Congress people or governors who don't ever do anything because they're fearful that will hurt them politically. They know the truth. They know this has gone too far, but they're too cowardly to do the right thing. They care more about the support of the NRA than they do about children.
I don't remember Jimmy Kimmel doing these sermons. He did on healthcare as well some months ago, you remember, back in the Obama years. Instead, he mostly, he talked about politics, but it's just a constant bashing. But do you think some comedians are saying, hey, Kimmel's doing pretty well right now by bashing the president, so I want in on it?
I don't know. I hope not. I don't dig this whole thing where Jimmy Kimmel is like the conscience of America. You know, like, tell jokes, man. Don't try to change the Constitution. Give me your hot take on the Billboard Music Awards. I don't want you to like, hey, we need to round up all the guns. And that's not going to solve it. I mean, he hasn't thought it through. And this is not comedy. This is for real. It's like, don't start preaching right after these events happen. Take a step back. What's going on? Here's the question I want Kimmel to ask. Why are these young men doing this? Yeah. I really think we have a big problem about that. They keep blaming the weapon, and they never ask, why is this happening? Yeah. And we got little boys growing up, and they're like, oh, toxic masculinity. You're toxic because you're a guy. We need to find a way to help these kids grow up to be fine young men. Yeah. And you can't even send them to the Boy Scouts anymore.
Good point, Michael.
They got rid of that. It's. I wish Jimmy would just lay off on the preaching about changing the Constitution and just tell some jokes for a while.
We got to leave it right
just
there.
pump the brakes on
Thanks for coming
changing our nation.
Good to see you this morning.
Thanks,
all right,
Michael.
coming up, David Bossie, Bill Bennett, Sarah Carta, Maria Bartiromo. We have got 2 big hours left to go on this Sunday Fox and Friends edition. Stick around.